it goes way, way up there. Today I'm going to be replacing one of the bottom pieces, the base on this column. Now with this column, I've got to be able to jack this thing up so that I'm able to scoot these pieces in, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you notice right here, there's barely any of the column resting on this. It's supposed to be at least into here. Also, I have a rotted section. Temporarily have a jack in here, but that piece, it's like a 5.5 by 5.5, is rotted. This is my plan. My plan is to drill a hole in each side and to put a piece of 2.5-inch OD pipe through there. Once I do that, I'm going to jack up the column. I can't jack anything else up because all this has got to be moved. So I have to be able to put a screw jack, not a hydraulic jack, but a screw jack on each side of the pipe, lift it up, and once I lift it up, I'll be able to get all these pieces arranged and back into here. I'm going to go lift it up about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. It's a thick piece of wood. Barely made it. Look at that. Let's measure this. It's almost 1 7/8. Now the key is to be able to put this on the other side in the exact spot to make it level. That marks the bottom spot for the other side, using that as a marker for the bottom of the hole. Now this is the fun part. Jacking it up a little bit at a time. See it move? It moved. This is kind of nerve-wracking. I saw it actually move. It moved that way a wee bit. I have it lifted up off the base about 1/8 inch. Not much clearance at all, but just enough. So basically this is like a big huge dumbbell, barbell, whatever. I don't know if there's deflection in that pipe or if it just looks like it, but people were talking a lot of weight because it goes way, way, way up there. If I had used hydraulic jacks and the hydraulic jacks leaked while I was repairing it, I'd be up the creek. That's why I'm using screw jacks on very solid foundation. Right here, I've got to get this shoved underneath the column. And I've got to see whether or not the column is perfectly straight. I'm going to use a laser level for that. Probably do it towards the end of the day where I can see better. May even wait till the nighttime. But as you can see, it's scooted that way a lot. But you know, wiggling this, there's no weight on these pieces here, and that's what I want. I want each one of these 8 sections to be able to hold portions of the column. Plus I need to replace this piece here. Now I can remove good old auto jack and get to work. See, it's loose, loosey-goosey, like these others were. So instead of work with it as it is, I'm going to take it off, and I want to use screws. All right, the life preserver, the donut, whatever you want to call it, that is where it needs to be on the base, and the base is pretty much where it needs to be. Based upon the way the rest of them are sitting on the deck. Now what do we see? We see the column isn't. So what has to happen to the column? The column has to go this way. Is that making me nervous? Yeah, it's making me nervous. Because it needs to sit on all of this. Plus, looky. See that gap right there? I've got to close that gap. That's where it needs to be. I'm going to have to take a sledgehammer and carefully move the column. Not looking forward to it. I've screwed the donut to the base, so the base is not going to move. As you can see, I have about a 1/16 or 1/8 of an inch. The column is exactly where I want it. I'm happy where it is located, so I'm going to go ahead and let it down. Both sides at the same time. A little bit. Call it a collar. I don't know what its real name is, but it's part of the base. I'm gonna glue it. Old stuff. I use a 23 gauge pin nailer that I've just recently discovered. But these things are pretty cool because they drive something the size of a straight pin. Doesn't split the wood. Like, where have you been all my life? And that is how you repair a column base. I'll glue these plugs in place. In the event that I ever need to do it again, I don't want to drill more holes, so I'll just go ahead and fill these in, glue them, and that way, should I need to replace or repair any in the future, I will have these, but I'm going to sand them all out, and I'll show you it'll look like that when I'm finished. I've taken a wooden shim and I put a screw in the center of it to hold it in place. Went ahead and put it up there and then put 2 screws here to hold this piece of wood in. Now I'm going to take the wooden block that I removed and put this in. Obviously, this screw is way too big for here, so I'll have to put another screw hole in here. Cover it with Bondo spackle or whatever your preference is. Paint it. Do the same thing on the other side. And then prime and paint the base. I applied Bondo spackle and it is ready to prime and paint. Let's get this column base finished. There you go. It's finished, the base. I could probably have touched some spots up, but I have a lot more painting to do on this house. So that's how you lift up the column and replace the base. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Helps me with the algos. Thanks.